Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys. My name is Ferdiansyah, and now I will tell you about my culture. By the way, my culture is Sundanese, and coincidentally, I was born from a Sundanese noble family. Which is often called by Ningrat. That's why my first name is the title from my family. It called by Raden. And what you need to know is not always that Ningrat come from Central Java. And it's Java only, but in West Java too. And according to my grandfather, I'm a descendant of the Pajajaran kingdom. And if you don't know this kingdom was a kingdom stance in West Java area on the past. In Sundanese culture, I have several cultural customs, traditional arts, manner, and many more. Well, in my culture, I have some rules, such as if we want to eat, we have to use the sequence eating of eating and wait for the oldest eat first. For example, the first to eat is grandmother and grandfather. Yeah. Well, if you have or if I still have any Greek or great grandpa or great grandma, it will be the first. Then followed by father, mother, uncle, and aunt. Then brother, I mean the big brother or big sister, and then me, and last, my little brother or my little sister. Then we eating. Then when we eating, our elbows must be under the table. Must be under the table when we are eating at the dining table, and when eating we have to eat the food until it runs out. There is not a single rice left, because we have to appreciate or grateful what was has been given by the Almighty. Then when we meet other noble families, we have to pay attention to our manners, namely by raising our chin, or it called by chin up, and I don't know what it called in Sundanese. This attitude does not mean that we are arrogant, but that we are fellow nobles who respect other families. For example, this chin up is like this. It's like this. And when we meet other families, we should be humble by maintaining our charisma as a noble without having to lift our chin up and always put smile on them. Yeah. When we have a garden or farm, we have to share most of it with our neighbors, our people who are in need, and dress it up. It's up to you, or what to do with that. Because in my family we have the principle of make someone reluctant to us. Don't make someone afraid of us. Yeah. Well, Sundanese traditional art has several traditional dance, one of which is the Jaipong dance. This dance is accompanied by musical instrument called gamelan and accompanied by the singing of a Sindan who sing a Sundanese song with a soft and calm tone. This dance is terrible. And by the way, I think you must be know about Jaipong, right? If you don't, you're not Sundanese. Because we are in Sukabumis, we all know about this Jaipong. Then there are also traditional rituals that are usually carried out when there is a wedding. For example, such as the bakakak. Yeah, you know that. If not, this ritual is done. By the way, the bride and the groom hold the tubakakak hayam legs. And then they have to pull the chicken feet quickly. Then there is also a tradition. Yeah, it called by sawer, which is usually carried out the bride and the groom who throws a coin yeah, or anything else, and also throw a candy randomly at the invited guests. But now, most of the Sundanese culture has been disappeared, but there are still some cultures that still exist today. One example of a lost culture is the manners when eating that I explained earlier. But as much as possible, I will continue to protect my culture because if it's not, yeah, maintained, it will be disappear by itself. Yeah, for example, be quitting the name rather to my children in the future. Yeah, well, maybe that's from me. Yeah, and I don't, I cannot tell you about my culture a lot. Yeah, because I don't need any more knowledge about my culture. But if my grandma is still here, yeah, I can ask to her what about my culture. Yeah, but well, yeah, maybe that's from me. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.